Let's talk a little bit more about national origin harassment. Again, it's unlawful to harass a person because of his or her national origin. Harassment, one of the most common claims raised in national origin charges, and in fact, we've seen a steep increase in the number of private sector national origin harassment claims with the EEOC. And the reason I bring this up is that so often in the workplace, when we think about harassment, we think about it in terms of sexual harassment, and we have built a massive policies and procedures based on avoiding sexual harassment. And we don't pay attention to things like national origin harassment, which is one of the most common claims that you're likely to see. 30% of national origin discrimination charges include a harassment claim, a harassment component. So as you make all of your policies for sexual harassment, and undoubtedly you will, keep in mind that there are other forms of harassment as well, and maybe you should address those as well. Again, if the conduct is intimidating or hostile or offensive, that could rise to the level of national origin harassment. If it unreasonably interferes with work performance, it's interfering with your performance on the job, or if it's somehow otherwise adversely affecting an individual's employment opportunities. Those are all bases for national origin harassment claims. And again, in terms of employer liability, employers can be liable for harassment if the supervisors committed the harassment, and this is whether or not the employer knew about the occurrence. The supervisor is acting in its capacity as the employer, and therefore the employer is liable for this harassment. Co-workers and non-employees, third-party harassments, the employer can be liable if they knew or should have known of the conduct and then did not take any steps to correct it. And employers are responsible for all forms of unlawful harassment by supervisors if it results in a tangible employment action. If there's no tangible job action, you can establish an affirmative defense just like you did with sexual harassment. And therefore, to prevent harassment in the workplace and to support an affirmative defense, which is your most important thing, again, establish anti-harassment policies and complaint procedures. Make sure those policies and procedures are clearly communicated to all employees, and train supervisors in preventing harassment, responding to harassment complaints, and avoiding post-complaint retaliation. So in conclusion, what did we learn in this lecture? Title VII prohibits any employment decision based on national origin. Title VII provides a remedy for harassment based on national origin. And national origin claims can often involve language issues. And that's all. Thank you.